Hello, I'm Benjamin Santi, and this is an assignment submission, or this video is part of an assignment submission for CSE 341 Web Services. This is a group work, and this is the MarketPlace API. These are the requirements for part 1, which is week 1 of developing this API. And first, we are to test the API through our render link, which is to prove that we deployed the API and then the endpoints work when we test it through the render link. And second is API endpoint and documentation that we are going to also test using the Swagger UI, and then also in that all endpoints should be working or should be shown and should be accessible and be able to be used. And also error handling, which is we should prove in our code that we are handling errors correctly with a try and catch, and then returning appropriate code or status code back. And then the last one is individual contribution, which is each individual's part or participation in this development or this work. So I'm going to show my code, and first we check how error is being handled. Okay, so this is my code, and this is the Google OAuth, which is part of my part in this API. And I'm going to go into one of these, which is the controller, and then we can see how error is being also handled. And this is upgrade to admin, which you can see here. We are returning arrest 403 with a message of invalid admin code. So in case this code, or in case this is the condition we are actually having, or a user is having, this is what we want to return, which is a 403, and then we return a message of invalid admin code. And same with this part as well, 401 unauthorized missing user context. And also we have here user not found returning a 404. And I think this is the last one, which is 400, which is user is already at admin. And then last one, which is 200 for success to we return internal server errors as well if anything goes wrong. And also all this is in a try and catch block, so starting from here, and then you can see the catch down here. So this files all basically contains our authorization, and then two authorizations, which is authorized admin or employee, and also authorized admin only. And this is how we check our token from Google, and also verifying token. Yeah, so basically that's it for error handling and how it's being handled inside our application. And also you can see we are using the MVC pattern or architecture. So basically this is it for the error handling, and then I'll go back to my requirement, and we'll test the routes through the documentation. So I have this already created to help us test the route. So I'm going to collapse this, and then okay, so first I'm going to start by testing the user route, but we have user here, which says get user, and then upgrade rule. We also have the same repetition down here, so I'm going to test the two first ones, and then we'll ignore the second ones, and then we move to employee. Okay, so we have our response body here, which says, with a message which says user retrieved, and then we have our users in here. So now I'm already admin, or I've already tested out this route, and my information is already stored with a row of admin, but I'm going to redo this. So So we can see it says not authorized, so sorry, not authenticated, because I haven't logged in yet with my Google. Okay, so I think it's done. So I'll go back here and then we test that same route again, which is the upgrade, and then we see what we get. So now it says for 400, user is already an admin. So because I'm already an admin, and then this is also one way we are handling errors in case user is already an admin. So that is the first collection we have. It's not complete yet though, which is the testing, because we have logout down here, but I would have to test all this route, then we log out at the end. So I'm going to test the employee, and then after employee, we log out, and then that will be it, because we need to test for 2 collections for this week, and then next week will be the complete. We'll complete everything. So I think the next route to test is the employee. So first get all employees. We get our employees being returned back. And second, let me copy one of the IDs so we can get employee by ID. Okay, so this is our response body. We are getting that one employee, and then now I'll create or post another employee. So here, I'm going to have this to help me out with the fields. Okay. So now we have our employee here. And I'm going to copy the ID. I think we are left with the delete and put. So let's, okay. Okay, so I'm only going to change the phone number. Sorry, the phone number we are having here ends with a 020. And this one ends with an 18. So we can see our response body here with a phone number. Yep, here changed to the new update. So since I already have the ID, I'm going to delete it and then okay, so now we have our response body which says employee deleted successfully. So the last thing to do is the logout route. And it says logged out successfully. So I'm going to try a route which requires authentication like this one. And then we see if indeed we are logged out. And it says not authenticated. So this is the end of the video, and we've been able to show the 2 collections. We have the rest of the collections completed, but for the sake of part 1 of this video, You only show the 2 collections and then follow up with the 2 collections, the remaining 2 collections next week, which will be part 2 and the final part of the API. Thanks.